What's up, guys? Welcome back to another edition of kcards Baseball. Thanks for joining me today or tonight, whatever the case may be, wherever you guys are. Hopefully everything is going well for you guys, wherever you might be out there. Tonight on the channel, we are going to be doing a video about the state of the channel. This time of year, most people look back at the previous year and look at things that they felt could have been done better or things that they wish they would have done a little bit different, and they look ahead to the upcoming year and try and figure out ways that they can make changes going forward. So that is kind of what we're going to do tonight on the channel. We're going to take a little look back at 2024 as far as the channel goes and look ahead to 2025 and the goals for 2025 and things we want to improve on in the upcoming year. So these are all things that you can look forward to, hopefully, on the channel in the upcoming year and improvements that we plan on making going forward. And looking back on 2024, I think that things went generally pretty well. When I first started the channel in November of 2023, my main goal was to offer advice and insight to those collectors out there, or baseball or sports card or hobbyist collectors that don't have a tremendous amount of money to spend on the hobby. I had spent quite a bit of time looking at different channels on YouTube and honestly got a little bit frustrated because it seems like most of the YouTube channels that I looked at were talking about spending thousands of dollars on product, buying cases and opening up cases of product, or investing thousands of dollars into PSA grading or buying different collections. And to me, I didn't have that kind of money to spend. I still don't to this day have any more money to spend than I did back at that time. So I was getting pretty frustrated watching all these videos and realizing that there weren't a lot of channels out there offering advice to the small collector or the everyday collector that doesn't have a tremendous amount of money to spend. Along those lines, that's why I wanted to do videos like collecting on a budget and state of the hobby and looking at prospects that you can buy at a good price at the time for not a lot of money that you can possibly cash in on at a later date. So that was the main motivation for starting the channel. Another thing I wanted to do was open up product and doing breaks on the channel. I had watched several breakers out there and opening up different products, and I always got frustrated because anytime they opened up a pack or a box of cards, they just kind of flew through it in a couple of minutes, and it was hard to see what cards they actually got because they would just cruise down to the hits or the numbered cards or the inserts or whatever the case may be and just cover those cards and forget about all the other cards that they had gotten in whatever pack or box of cards that they were going through. And that honestly was a little bit frustrating. So I made a commitment at that time that when I do open up product on the channel, I still do it to this day, is I take my time going through each particular box or each particular pack of cards, because I don't know, I've always said that it's kind of like going out to a nice meal. You spend a lot of money on a box of cards, $25 on a blaster box or $200 on a hobby box, and flying through that box of cards in 5 minutes, $200 worth of cards, doesn't make a lot of sense. When I go out to a nice meal and buy a nice steak for $50 or $60, you kind of want to enjoy it a little bit. So if I'm going to spend $200 on anything, I'm going to take a little bit of time and enjoy it. So that might frustrate some of you guys a little bit that I do take my time going through product, but it is kind of the way I do things, and I don't know that I will be changing that part of the channel at all going forward, even as I try and do more live streams. So anyway, so that is a look at the main reason why I started the channel. I did review some of the videos that I made when I first started, and quite honestly, the content was actually kind of difficult to watch. I think it has changed quite a bit since the time I first started the channel. Heck, I've made 450 videos or 475 videos at least at this point, and there's no other way to do but improve it. I still don't think that I'm all that great watching other YouTube channels and guys that I admire, YouTube content creators in the hobby that I actually admire. And I still don't think that I'm that terrific of a on-screen performer, if you want to call it that. I think that I have a lot of improvement to make, and I strive every day to provide you guys with the best and somewhat entertaining content going forward. So that will always be a thing that I will continue to try and do. As I look back at 2024, from a subscriber standpoint, I think I started out the year with like 50 subscribers, so definitely not big at all. I was pretty happy with the growth of the channel. I think we ended the year at like 950 or so, and right now we're sitting at 961 or 962 or low 960s, whatever the case may be. Looking forward to the 1,000 subscriber level. Not a level that I thought I would get to within the first year and a half. That was kind of the long-term goal within 2 years to get to the 1,000 subscriber level. So to get to it in a reasonably quick fashion is pretty exciting. I've always said that from the time I started the channel, is that I do this more out of passion for the hobby and more out of caring about the guys that actually take the time to hit the subscribe button and watch the channel on a regular basis. Those are the guys that, and those are the collectors that I care about, as well as the collectors that don't have a tremendous amount of money to spend on the hobby and are looking for ways to still enjoy the hobby on a limited budget. And those are the collectors that mean the most to me, to be honest with you. And those are the hobbyists that I will always focus on in all the content that I create going forward. So I was really happy with a lot of the giveaways that happened. There were a couple of issues with the giveaways, but we figured those out at the end of the year. And it seems like the giveaways were a good way to get people engaged in the channel. And that is a good thing. I think that even once we pass the 1,000 subscriber level, we will continue to do giveaways going forward. That will probably always be a part of the channel, because anything that I can do to help out subscribers to the channel and enjoy the hobby, I will always try and do that. So, and giveaways are a way to get product out there and help you guys enjoy the hobby as well. So I will continue to do giveaways. So that is a look at 2024. In looking at 2025 and the goals I have for the channel going forward, I have 5 basic goals that I want to achieve into the upcoming year as it relates to the channel. Number 1 would be creating better content. When I look back at 2024 and some of the videos that I made, I realized that I'm not the best editor in the world. I'm not the best presenter in the world. I think that this is probably the area that I really want to improve on the most, to provide better, more entertaining content. I think it really did improve during the course of 2024, especially on videos like this where I'm doing mostly talking and you're not looking at my hands. These are honestly the most difficult videos to create. Number 1 is that they do have a tremendous amount of editing in them, because I'm not exactly the smoothest speaker in the world. So it is an area that I am trying to improve on a consistent basis. And like I said, it has gotten better, but there are miles and miles and miles to go to get to a top level. So that is an area that I want to really improve on, to provide better content for you guys going forward, and to do a better job with editing and trying to make it more engaging and entertaining for you guys. So that is a major and probably the number 1 focus for the upcoming year. The second goal for 2025 is to provide more consistent content for the channel. In the middle part of 2024, I made a video similar to this, announcing what the content changes were going to be for the channel. And that's when we created the Monday Breaks video, the Vintage Wednesday, and the Hobby News Friday. And that was the main theme that we went with for the remainder of 2024. I do plan on making some changes to that, however, going forward. I think I will probably still do the Monday Breaks video, which will upload on Tuesday. We did make some changes to the Vintage Wednesday video, because at the time when I was doing vintage and doing a lot of vintage auctions, well, I would go through and show you guys whatever cards were going to be coming up for auction, so that if you guys were interested in those cards, you guys could go ahead and bid on them. That did change as the year has gone on. Right now, I'm still selling vintage cards on a regular basis, pretty much on a weekly basis. However, most of the vintage auctions I'm doing right now are primarily for bulk or claim sales. They're mostly common cards. There aren't a lot of Hall of Famers, and right now, honestly, I'm doing a lot of football card selling, so that is what I'm primarily doing. And that, to me, honestly, isn't the most creative videos to make. Me just creating a video going through a bunch of common vintage cards. I don't think that that would be the thing that you guys would be most entertained by. And it's shown out in the numbers, because I have done a few videos just going through some common cards, and honestly, those videos don't exactly get a tremendous amount of views. They are pretty mundane and pretty boring, to be honest with you. So I won't be doing those types of videos. I did, however, last week make a video of me going through a box of cards in my closet, just kind of looking through a hodgepodge box of cards, and that has gotten a pretty good response. I do have quite a few more cards to go through, and I will probably be doing those videos on Wednesday, at least here for the short term. On Wednesdays going forward might possibly be a Vintage Wednesday. They might be a video where I'm covering the top prospects or the best investments to make in the game on a regular basis. So it might be collecting on a budget videos or state of the hobby videos or those types of things. I have also, at the end of last year, because of the amount of new releases that came out at the end of last year, created a second break-in video during the week. I don't know if I will have enough money in my budget to continue to do that, doing 2 break videos a week, but hopefully I do, because ultimately I would like to do one regular recorded break video and a live stream during the week. Live stream will be a bigger part of the channel for sure, I can promise you that. Live streaming goes, some subscribers have reached out to me and said that they think that Friday night would be the best night for me to do live stream videos, so I might possibly try that in the short term here, where you might see me do a couple live streams on Friday nights just to see how that goes and what kind of response we get. We do have the live stream coming up for the 1,000 subscriber level, which I did talk about, and the giveaway for the 1,000 subscriber video will be a part of that live stream. So if you haven't had a chance to get yourself entered into the contest for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway, go ahead and do that now by watching the announcement I made a week and a half ago or so in the 1,000 subscriber video. The giveaway for the 1,000 subscriber, if you haven't had a chance to watch that video, is that what you would need to do is put the number of number parallels that I'm going to pull during that 100 pack opening into the comment section of that video, and that will get you entered into the giveaway. Right now, there's only like 5 or 6 people entered into the giveaway, so you have a pretty good shot of winning. So if you want to go ahead and get yourself entered, go ahead and do that on that particular video. Back to the 2025 goals. So yes, live streaming will be a big part of the channel going forward. Friday nights will continue to be either a hobby news or state of the hobby video or a new release video. The new release videos that I have made during the last half of the year, 2024, really have had a tremendous response. So that will be a part of the content going forward. When there is a new release that is coming out, for example, 2025 Top Series 1, I made a video last week about that. I will create a new release video so that you guys can be most informed when it comes to any sort of new releases that are coming out, whether or not there's something to invest in or buy into, or whether or not it will be a product that I would recommend that you guys pass on. So anyway, so that will be a big part of the channel going forward, will be those new release videos. Also on Friday night, we might very well do a state of the hobby or a regular hobby news video. I like making those videos, even though that they are difficult to make and edit. So that will be the content going forward. I still will do the Monday break video. Wednesdays will be kind of a miscellaneous video, whether it's vintage or some sort of hobby news or sports card collecting on a budget or state of the hobby video or whatever the case may be. And Fridays will be Most likely new release videos. I generally make the new release videos on Friday nights. I will continue to do that. They might be live break videos or some other sort of hobby news videos. On Saturday nights, I generally don't create any sort of content. Saturday nights are generally family night, and my wife isn't too excited about me taking Saturday night to do anything as it relates to the channel. So her and I spend our time together or with family, and I do that on Saturday nights. I will generally upload shorts on the weekends, however, on either Saturday or Sunday, or both Saturday and Sunday, so that we continue to get content out there on a daily basis. The final thing as it relates to content is that I'm going to be scheduling content to be released or uploaded every day at 9 o'clock in the morning Central Standard Time. So if you want to check out new content on the channel, come to the channel shortly after 9 o'clock, and you should generally see any sort of new content that I have to upload will be uploaded at that time. I can schedule content on YouTube to be uploaded at whatever time I choose, and I'm going to try out 9 o'clock in the morning just to see how that works. If you guys have any feedback on that or have any other ideas on that you think might be good times for me to do uploads, please let me know down in the comment section, and I will do my best to accommodate that. But we're going to try 9 o'clock in the morning just to see how that works. If it doesn't work, I might adjust that accordingly, and I'll let you guys know that. So that covers the number 3 and number 4 goal for the channel in 2025. The final goal of the channel for 2025 is to get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Last year in 2024, we gained about 900 subscribers. So to get to 2,000, we would have to get about 1,050 subscribers during 2025. Whether or not that actually happens, it might be a little bit far-fetched, but it is a good outside goal to try to achieve. My most watched video in 2024 was a video that I made back in April about a flipper situation that I ran into at one of my Target stores in Aberdeen, South Dakota. That video got 13,000 or 14,000 views and about 150 subscribers. The issue with that video is that it was kind of a spur-of-the-moment video. I didn't plan on that video. It was just me talking on the screen like I am right now, and it did have a level of controversy to it, and it was actually a video that I was actually pretty angry, and I made the video, and it got a tremendous amount of views. The issue with that is that I'm not going to artificially make up those kind of videos where I do create artificial controversy. I don't think that that is genuine, and I think that that would be a disservice to the channel, to be honest with you. If I run across a situation in the future that I'm pretty passionate about, like I was about that particular issue, sure, I'll make a video about it and give you guys my thoughts and feelings on it. However, I'm not going to just make one of those videos just to make one of those videos with an attempt to get a bunch of views or a bunch of subscribers to the channel. I think that that is pretty disingenuous, and I don't really see myself doing that. I think it is a disservice to the subscribers and a disservice to the channel. So I won't make up any artificial controversy or try to make videos that are making up issues where there aren't any. I know there's some content creators out there that do that kind of thing, but it won't be me because I don't think that that is real. And if there is a situation that I run into again where I am pretty passionate about the topic or pretty upset about a particular situation that might be hurting the everyday collector or the everyday hobbyist, then sure, yes, I'll create the content and put it out there and give you guys my true feelings and thoughts about any sort of topics like that, especially when it comes to the everyday collector, because I always have an eye out for that particular topic. Anyways, guys, that is all I got for you guys tonight. Hopefully you guys enjoy this particular video and enjoy the possible changes to the channel. If you guys have any feedback or ideas about ways that we can improve the channel, please let me know that down in the comment section below. I would greatly appreciate it. This is a subscriber first channel, so anytime a subscriber brings good ideas to me that I think are good ideas, I will always do everything I possibly can do to create videos and create content that the subscribers really want to see. a lot of my subscribers really have been very good about giving me content ideas or creation ideas or things that they want to continue to see on the channel. So I always will do that as best I possibly can. I do want to thank you guys all for being loyal to the channel and being subscribers to the channel. I don't take that lightly, and I really do appreciate it. And let's look forward to a tremendous 2025, both in the sports card hobby and on the kcards channel. Thanks, guys. Be safe out there and happy collecting. We'll talk to you guys later.